obviously just, tough loss for our football team. And, it's it kind of gets back to this rivalry. It's basically what it's advertised, tough, hard-fought games. And, they're unpredictable. And certainly over the last X amount of years, it's been really close. And they played a really good game. Credit to them, compliments to them, the way they competed. Did a great job, and we came up short. So, the most important thing, it's going to hurt for a while, and we're going to have to move forward and see what we can do to, build off of this. And I'll get to that in a second. But, just a couple takeaways. In the first half, our defense played really well. Came up with 2 field goals. One was off really good field position. The other was after a really nice drive. And I had an opportunity, at least on one of those, maybe to get a touchdown and to come up with 2 field goals there. It's a couple missed opportunities and, came back and got us a little bit. And then, we threw a pick in the first half, the start of the second half, which was not a total calamity. We, gave them the ball in the plus or minus 25. They had 75 to go. But really what happened there, they had a couple possessions where they moved the ball and scored touchdowns to their credit. I was happy with the way the offense responded after their first touchdown. We came back and drove it and answered with the touchdown, so that was certainly encouraging. But, just came up short here at the end. They did a good job moving the ball, and credit to their field goal kicker. A 55-yard field goal is, a pretty impressive effort on his part. So we played cleaner football. Had the 1 turnover, a couple penalties, but certainly cleaner, 2 penalties, I guess. I thought our guys played hard, thought they prepared hard, and, so that's kind of it in a nutshell right now. The biggest thing right now for our football team, we still got 12 weeks in front of us, 10 games, and, you never want to lose a game, certainly, but the biggest thing is, like any time of the season, it's how you're going to respond to it, and it's important for our guys to understand. I think we got a good football team here. We have good leadership, good coaching staff. And, win, lose, or draw, you got to move forward and respond. So this one's going to hurt for a while, but we'll move forward and learn from it tomorrow and go back to work on Monday. I'll throw it out for questions.
Start with Tom. Tom Kakert, Hawkeye Report. Kirk, can you, there's different philosophies on the going for 2 and when you go for it. Can you explain your decisions there?
Yeah, I think maybe the debate would be, is it too early, that type of thing. That put us at 19-7. Thought it gave us our best chance to win the football game, and to me the bigger issue is us not at least getting 1 touchdown out of those 2 field goal opportunities. And we had the ball down inside there close, so that's obviously an area we're going to have to improve on.
Kirk, Elliott Clough, Hawkeye Beacon. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Cade went 4 of 20 for his last 20 passes.
You probably know better than I. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Did something maybe go awry? Were they doing, getting after him in the back? Like, what did you see there?
Yeah, football's a game of momentum and swings, and they've played good defense ever since Coach Campbell and Coach Haycock got there. So they made it tough on us. They made it tough, and we probably missed some plays, maybe some misreads or missed some plays where we maybe could have averted that. But that's going to be part of football, and we'll have to ride that a little bit. But as I said last week too, I think I've been saying it for a while now. He's working his way back. He's still trying to get back in game shape, if you will, or game mode, and he's working hard. And I think confident he'll do just fine.
Post game in the Post game in the locker room. Describe to us what you said to the team.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can't say. You can't make anybody feel any better, and. When you work hard and, everybody's got a lot invested in this game. It's a big game for everybody in the state. Certainly no bigger for anybody than the players on both sides and the coaches. So after a loss like this, it's tough. And there's not much you can say to make anybody feel better. And that's the first thing you say. And, it's gonna hurt for a while. But at some point, we've got to turn our attention to learning from it. And then the most important thing, again, is going to be flipping the page. And that's, sometime tomorrow night or Monday morning for sure, and move on to the next opponent.
John Seppi, Cedar Rapids Gazette. You've had now 1 game with Cade that went well, another that hasn't gone so well. Where do you kind of see things standing at the quarterback position with him and Brendan moving forward?
Probably the way I did coming into the stadium today. I think we expect him to be our quarterback and expect some ups and downs. I've been saying it pretty consistently. He's still working his way back into shape, and as our whole team with the offense and whatever. But we'll get better. We'll improve. Our guys have a great attitude. He's got a great attitude, and we'll work through this.
Great, Coach.
Chris Magala, the Daily Iowan. Caleb Johnson obviously had a really good game, around 200 total yards. Despite losing this game, can you just talk about what he did for your team today?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's part of football. You know, he's played well for us the last 2 years, but he's playing at a much higher level right now. Part of that's maturity. You know, his focus is better. He's practicing better. You know, I think that's experience and maturity. You know, he's been here a couple of years. He's run the football, worked hard to get better, and it's showing out there in the field. He made some really nice plays today, and it's one thing to be encouraged about. I think there's a lot to be encouraged about. Now we just got to pull it all together and get it to mesh and gel.